Hey, how's it going? Happy fucking Thursday night to everybody. I'm still alive. So far, knock on wood. Someone knock on wood. Knock on wood for me. I'm 99% sure Johnny can hear it. Sorry, Johnny's that way. That Johnny can hear us. So that's good. It's good. Things are going good. And, yeah, I dig the music. I'm digging it. This is going to be fun. Most of you guys have absolutely no fucking idea what's about to happen. None. We just drop Haddonfield to Vanish like that. Just kidding. We finished the movie. Here it is. Boom. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be the greatest marketing tactic, would it?
Nah.
How you doing, man?
I'm trying to get all this stuff set up on my end, and I'm now trying to figure out why I have an echo in my ear.
I'm guessing it's something that you need to fix from the other night.
I didn't actually change anything the other night.
Interesting.
Is that better for me? That does sound better. Yeah.
Anyway, how's everyone doing? So I'm echoing for you right now?
No, it was just me.
Just you. Is it because of the thing in the green room? The waiting room?
No,
because that's
completely silent.
It's in my headphones. Stranger. Sadly, it's hard to play the music. And I can come over the music okay. But on this new tool, you don't come over the music okay,
that's just weird.
Which is frustrating a little bit.
I want to change that.
Matt, how's it going? Frank said he just noticed no Packers hat. Yes, it got burned in a fire today. Confirmed. Also confirmed, it's fire resistant.
No fire.
Oh man, okay. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Still trying to track down this echo, and it's bugging me now.
So you're the one that's echoing?
Yes.
And when did this start?
Just now. And I don't know why, because now it's gone again. I don't know.
Sounds like a you thing.
It probably is a me thing. Did I maybe have? No, I didn't have that going. So I have no idea what's going on. Oh well. Maybe
I don't think it's anything on my end. So,
No.
how are each and every one of you mother canuckers doing this evening? Flinner said,
Okay.
good old wrestling talk. There will be some wrestling talk.
Oh, there will be some of that. Yeah. Also, if you see the chat, you'll just see I linked over to my Twitch page where I'm going to be, while we're talking, I'm going to be playing video games over on my Twitch screen. You'll have to keep this open for the audio, but you can watch me play video games and listen to our dulcet tones while we actually play. I'm going to start with baseball, and then I'm going to play some Maneater.
Somewhat.
Have you played that? Maneater. Have you played that one?
Never
It's a game.
heard of it.
It's a game your brother would have loved.
Oh God.
You play the shark.
So
Yeah.
you're okay. Yeah. I remember Jaws games back in the day.
Yeah, this one's different. This is Maneater. It's in Game Pass now, so I'm looking forward to playing that one a bit more. And I'm going to play some baseball and hope I don't get my ass kicked too frequently. Might even play some online games where I definitely will get my ass kicked.
You know what needs to happen. I mean, clearly
It will happen.
You know what?
I mean, assuming we're talking about the same thing, but yeah, that'll definitely happen.
We need to get Johnny and Sean. That's me, by the way, as my name tag says. Yes,
Is that what that says?
I may have been already indulging in the vape. DMT, my boy. Speaking of which, DMT. I keep forgetting to ask you this, man. You're a chat mod now. I know Kieran got a hold of you. I don't know if I have you on Instagram. I don't pay too much attention to Instagram, if I'm being honest. So if you have Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, hit me up so we can talk off air about getting you set up with a few things. So Matt says he's awesome. Jesse's floating. I'm not there yet. But I might boost myself into one of these 100 milligram suckers later. I'm sure everybody is sitting here wondering, what the fuck is the Wastelands? Now, if you pay any attention to us, and not just when we talk about Halloween, and hey, for those that come out for that, that's cool. But, we did a 5 fucking hour stream the other night. And even at the end of the stream, at like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, there were still like 30, 80 you mother canuckers in here. That was impressive. Nope. Very impressive indeed. By the way, I fucking hate that I missed Riker. Darren Sands and Frank Riker's The Slaughtered Lamb movie podcast stream the other night, but I was not in the right frame of mind, and I would have been bad company. And I definitely hope to get to do it again, because I'd love to just get on air and give those guys a bunch of shit while they're on.
No, Frank, it is not a full 4-monitor command center. It's just 1 monitor. I'm primitive.
Wait, is Jade here? Someone just tagged Jade, but I haven't actually seen
she
Jade.
was in the pre-show chat, so I don't know if she's stuck around or not, but I know she was active in the chat when it first opened.
I'd love to be able to play the music.
Oh, come on. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. Thank you.
Actually, you know how I think I can play the music? Let's see if this works. Can you hear that?
I can hear that.
So that probably means the audience can hear it.
I would hope so. Jade is still here.
There we go. Dig that music. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's too white. Not like that.
Oh, I had to pause. I had to pause. I had to pause.
So what I was referring to earlier is clearly we got to get to a point where you and I, since we're on this and we're going to tell people what we're doing, we got to play a game of baseball on here while doing the show, so the audience can watch me bring your ego down just a little bit.
Come on. Get out of the house. Get out. Thank you, Lou Gehrig. I thought this challenge would take me all night. I'm happy to be done with this challenge.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Just going out on a limb here.
Thank you,
Mr.
Captain
Gehrig
Obvious.
No longer with us.
I was doing my daily moment, because those are a thing in baseball this year. I had to hit I had to get 8 total bases with Lou Gehrig to commemorate
do
his
this. I'm
4 home run day.
Kieran, so this, by the way, we didn't tell any of the other staff this was happening.
Yeah, we trolled them too by pretending we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, this was well, sorry, Jade knew, but
well, obviously Jade knew, but I mean,
other than you, Jade, and I, the only other person that knew this was going to happen was our old co-host Mondo.
I was expecting you to say Tommy.
No,
but wow, even pulled one on Tommy.
Even pulled one on Tommy.
Oof.
So yeah, this is kind of like our Late Late Show. We just thought that having a show called The Late Late Show, which is already taken, or After Hours, which is already taken and way overused by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
We thought we had a lot of fun the other night after everybody got off, and we sort of reminisced about Wastelands a lot. But neither one of us is sort of in like a state of mind where we I don't know, where we'd be up for doing a Star Wars show, like just a Star Wars show. I don't mind doing it with Ian and reminiscing on old things, but I'm not in a place where I want to do a Star Wars show. I'm just not. It doesn't interest me. And we thought The Wastelands, rather than Star Wars Wastelands, is a nice nod to our past and a way to say, hey, come on here and get wasted with us. So we know our boy Intel Wild. He's probably not listening right now. He is probably watching the Lakers in an elimination game. He loves to drink while listening to us or watching us. And it wouldn't surprise me if we drive people to want to drink. So we figured come get wasted in the Wastelands with all of us. Or, I'm going to get wasted on my vape. That's almost a guarantee. The whole point of this show, though, is really, it's kind of a show that is not limited by topics. We have a couple in mind that we're going to bring up tonight, and we didn't put Michael Myers in the image to not talk about him, so we will talk about him. But you guys get to dictate where the chat goes. So while it's not an AMA, you can certainly dictate where the chat goes if we see something we really like. The shows could be a half an hour long. They could be 2 hours long. They could be 4 hours long. They could be 20 minutes long if they're really shit. But basically, Kieran had it best, and that's why his comment's still on screen. So this is like our version of the Late Late Show or After Hours show, and that's what it is. There's going to be no set time on this show. It's going to happen kind of like it happened tonight. But we can tell you that we're going to aim to do 1 to 2 of these a month. So 1 to 2 of these a month, and I think it's probably safe to say at that point you can probably bet on like 15 to 20 of these in a year. I think that's fair. Johnny, what do you got to say?
It's going to be amazing fun. We're just going to shoot shit just like Tuesday is a prime example of just us having fun and doing what we do. We talked about it on the show. You and I have known each other practically forever. And it's what we do, and in a world with a pandemic we're living with, we can't exactly do this in person. So what better way than to get together, have fun, play video games, and shoot the shit with all our crazy fans and friends. What do we call fans who are friends?
Frans.
Frans?
Frans.
Frans.
I can go with Frans.
I'm not picturing them all looking like Fran Drescher.
I got 2 chats going on at once here. This is confusing.
Okay, DMT, you're nuts. I don't think we're going to talk about that. Say Sean is clearly not high enough to talk about that. Oh, God damn it.
Frank Riker. So are we in the red light district of the fandom empire? Not yet. Now we are. There we go. Now we're in the red light district.
Oh, come on, Edwin.
DMT
calls them family. Okay.
Family. I'm fine with that. And I'm also fine with family don't end in blood or with blood. Pardon me.
Amen.
Family don't end with blood. What a wonderful quote by such a iconic character. And even though I'm sort of iffy on the end of that show, I'm so glad he got to appear. That was the right choice.
Oh, absolutely. There was really no other choice than him, really. Some people called for JDM, but that made no sense. I mean, yeah, no.
Twitter. Yeah, so you guys get to sort of dictate where the conversation goes. There's a couple of things we want to talk about tonight. We want to talk a little bit of wrestling,
42. That's the answer, Flinner.
Halloween, and if Johnny really believes in incest or no. I mean, we could go there, but I mean, wow, you really see how far the YouTube chat is behind the StreamYards chat. The messages are coming in about 5 seconds ahead of the YouTube chat.
Come on,
yeah, let's have a fun one with this and sort of answer some questions. And as I try to multitask and fail miserably at it, Kieran had one up here. All righty.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Sean, what did you think about Shifley getting 4 games? Even I think that was too much. Thought maybe 1 or 2 games. I thought he got what he deserved. It's clearly charging, even though he had stopped striding by that point. There was no way that he was going to be able to make a play on the puck. It was impossible. He wasn't even close. And he still fucking floored him. I'm not saying the hit was bad in terms of like at contact. He didn't do anything illegal other than charge at him. But there is a such thing as intent to injure. And Shifley can say, well, you don't know what my intent was, but leagues do look at that. It's a fact. They do. And I couldn't believe that some people didn't even want him suspended. It's like, you didn't want him suspended. Oh man, no, he was out to hurt someone really badly there. Like people look at the Kadri one, which was a head hit, and I don't think the Kadri hit is as bad as this one. I don't even think it's close, but Kadri's getting it because he's an idiot and can't stop making mistakes.
I think on a player with no injury, with no history of suspensions, no history as a troublemaker, it's a charge and that's it. You shake your hands and walk away and let the natural course of the game take his hands. Yeah, he's going to get his ass kicked. That's inevitable. But that's it. That's the course of the game. I mean, to me, the bigger thing I took away from this was keep your head up, kid. You don't come around the net for a wraparound. He saw glory when he should have been watching up ice. He chased that playoff goal when, in reality, there was a Winnipeg player coming for his head. There's no question. And it was a clean hit. You know, outside of the fact it was a charge, it was a clean hit. He didn't lead with the elbow. He didn't go off his feet like some people insist on saying. And the problem with that is, like I pointed out, you know, Kieran's being a shit disturber tonight because we already had this conversation this afternoon in the football chat. The camera angle made it look a lot worse. Like when you're watching that center ice cam and you're watching it down and you can't see everything properly. It looks ugly.
180 on his head. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, but we've seen open ice hits do that too, where everything works perfectly.
Kieran says his intent was definitely not to stop the goal, and that's my problem.
The only way to stop the goal is to stop the man before you can put the puck in the net.
He was never going to do that. He wasn't even close to doing
Probably not, but he still had to do something.
So he should have been swinging at the puck at that point. There's no goalie in the net. It's just if he makes an attempt at the puck, then it probably isn't as bad.
No safe way to make an attempt at the puck, though.
He never wanted the puck. He was going for blood.
Well, yeah, but if you say you can't go for the body, then are you going to eliminate body checking from the sport of hockey?
To me, that's not body checking, though. Like, he came a long way from that hit.
He had to come a long way. It was a dump and chase.
I'm just not. I'm not with you on this.
It's not a board. Like if he does that in the end boards against the corner, then yes, absolutely. But this is an open ice hit.
Well, I don't know. You're not really.
I think that makes a huge difference. It's still open ice. Like what's the object in his way? The post? Like he didn't hit him into the post. He just cleaned his clock. If he's looking up like he should have been, like you can still put that puck in the net and have your head up.
Oh, I'm not denying that. I don't know how the
If
fuck
he has his head up, then that hit's not nearly as bad.
Yeah,
Is it a charge? Yes, absolutely. But that's your night's done. There's less than a minute left in the game. You're done. Get off the ice, and you're probably getting your ass kicked in game 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll have to see what happens. And hey, yeah, it is sports talk, but any one of you can change the topic.
We're following the chat here, people.
We will
Chat took us
follow
to
the
sports.
chat.
The chat took us to sports, and we'll get there. Like I saw earlier, somebody said, "Let's talk old school wrestling." What about it? Like, if you want to let me off the chain on old school wrestling, we'll be here until tomorrow. But give us a specific topic. Give us something. Give us something to sink our teeth into, and we'll sink our teeth into it. Oh, I better warm somebody up in the bullpen, or I'm not gonna have a warm arm.
Is your cousin in the chat? No, I'm kidding.
I have enough that there might be.
Oh man!
Oh, come on, Joe. Come on. Ah, damn it! Couldn't find the hole. Working so hard at these damn challenges, and they're driving me insane. This team, I hate it.
Just the Frank. Oh, chat lag. Zach is watching Supernatural season 2.
It's a good season. I had some weird episodes. Every season has, though. Oh, come on.
DMT, can we just admire how magnificent the Evil Dead remake was? Truly the best remake out there, in my opinion. I'll go controversial on mine. I think Texas Chainsaw 2003 might be the best remake out there. I know a lot of people don't like that film. I love it. Absolutely love it. And by the way, Johnny, we got some wrestling talk in the chat.
We do.
Just so some of the audience is aware, Johnny is an absolute diehard. I'm more of I wouldn't even call it old school, but I'm a 90s, 2000s wrestling guy.
Buddy, it's 2021. That's old school.
I guess I'm an old school wrestling guy. I don't follow a lot of the new stuff. But I keep my ear to the ground. Obviously, I knew that hit the news because that was
it's big.
Pretty great. Robert Sutton says, what about Braun Strowman's release? And I'll add to it. And Aleister Black's. Johnny, what do you have for us, man?
I think Tony Khan's licking his chops. You don't let a guy 1 month after main eventing a pay-per-view go. I hear some of these rumors, and honest to God, if you think Vince is gearing up to sell the company, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. It's.
I'm sure there's some amount of money he would sell it for, but I don't know why anybody would pay that.
Why? Even the rumors I'm hearing now, $2 to $4 billion for NBC Universal to buy them. Why? Wait 4 years and you get a new TV rights deal that's going to be that. You're getting that just for your network content almost. It's silly. Yes, money talks, but it doesn't make sense. And the fact is, this is a publicly traded company. People keep forgetting that. Yes, Vince sits at the top, and yes, all that matters. But this is still a publicly traded company. Two publicly traded companies do not talk merger without somebody hearing about it. It just doesn't happen. The only example that I can think of where two big businesses merged that nobody knew about was Lucasfilm and Disney, and that was a private sale. That wasn't two publicly traded companies. Big mergers, and everybody knows about it long before it happened. We knew about the Disney-Fox merger 2 years before it actually happened, when it was first being talked about. I don't know. It's not happening. It's huge for AEW because it allows them to bring in two talents that they can use. Braun is over. He is hugely over, and that's a fact. And Aleister Black is extremely talented. So that makes a huge difference. I'm excited for that. And for me, I think it's built in where you start him with. I see people saying, "Oh, Dark Order, Dark Order, Dark Order." I don't want that. Dark Order is, since Brody Lee passed, the Dark Order has become more comical, and I'm okay with that because the group is filled with people who can pull it off. Colt Cabana is one of the funniest men in professional wrestling, period. The Evil Uno is a hilarious dude who I've known for a long time. It's a comedy group. But you get Aleister Black out there with Darby Allin and Sting, money.
Let's go inside baseball here for a second. I just pulled up a graphic as of March 2021.
Okay.
What the shareholder percentages are in WWE. Some people might be surprised by this. So Paul Levesque, some of you might not know that name, is actually Triple H. He owns 0.1% of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Linda McMahon, this is the one I was surprised about, how low it is. Linda McMahon.
You said that was 2018?
2021.
2020. Oh, well, that's not surprising then. She sold off a huge chunk of her shares when she joined the Trump cabinet. I think she sold off all of them for the most part.
Well, she pretty damn close. Linda McMahon owns 0.7% of WWE. Stephanie McMahon owns 2.5% of WWE. I'm getting a kick out of saying it like that.
Clearly.
And Vince McMahon owns 37.6% of the company. But he has way more voting power than that. Companies such as Linzell Train owns 13.6, Vanguard 5.5, BlackRock 5.5, Cadian Capital 4.5, and Franchise Partners 3.1. Others, mostly financial institutions, each with less than 5% of total shares, come out to equal 26.7%. So a lot of people think it's just a Vince thing, but it's not.
No.
Not really.
No, like I said, it's a publicly traded company. Has been since 2001, 2002, maybe. So I mean, that's a bomb.
Well, it's not good if it's a bomb. Somebody call the police.
Well, it is when it's a bomb out to left center field. That's a good thing when you're in the third extra inning.
Hang on, let's dive into the chat here. We've been talking sports, talked wrestling. Let's see if we can switch it up a bit here. Oh, I didn't know this. Not that I have cable. Troy says this Sunday on A&E is the Bret Hart documentary. I'm assuming it's just the DVD, right?
What? There's a few you could be talking about if you're talking about Bret documentary.
I don't know.
Could be talking about
there is a few.
Wrestling with Shadows.
Yeah. Could be talking about the DVD from 2004. Could be talking about the one that followed up a few years later.
The one with him and Sean, yeah.
So, there was also the other one, the Best of the Hearts.
Yeah, but that one wasn't really a documentary about Bret. It was about the whole family. He only had a few chapters in that one.
It's true. Oh, look at this one. Gabriel Lyrics says, "We Ned the poster now."
I Ned a lot of things.
I don't know who I Ned. Who do you Ned? You said you Ned a lot. Who do you Ned?
I Ned $1 million. I Ned that pretty hard.
If I had $1 million.
Man, the world has changed so much. Like when that song came out, $1 million was a lot of money. Now,
those guys are fucking awesome. I know we got a bunch of Americans in the chat. Any of you guys ever listen or hear of the Bare Naked Ladies? I know that's a thing, like a bunch of people, a bunch of Americans don't know of, I've hardly heard of the Hip.
That one isn't
I'm not
as surprising to me.
Guy, but I figured it'd be more.
It's very north of the border, like for the Hip anyway. Like because a lot of their songs are like local pieces, things that talk about local places, local stuff that Americans don't relate to. But I mean, the Bare Naked Ladies, I'd say more Americans know the Bare Naked Ladies than think they do because most people don't know they sang the theme to Big Bang Theory. Like that alone makes them supremely well known. And that's
Frank pointed that out in the chat.
So I mean, that's one of the most popular sitcoms of the last 30 years. So everybody's heard that song.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Man.
What exactly is a Chinese chicken? Do we know that yet?
I don't know.
Well, here we are like 30 years later, and we still don't know what is a Chinese chicken.
Oh, I fucking love that song. I'm tempted to just be like, fuck monetizing the video. I'm playing this song.
Oh, okay, he's talking about the A&E documentary for Brett that was on was it last week? This past weekend? No. I thought that was this weekend.
I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. No, I thought he asked if we'd seen it. That's why I was confused. Because I didn't think it had aired yet. Yeah.
Back to some wrestling talk. Frank Riker. Today's WWE stories are as ridiculous as the Ministry of Darkness storyline.
No, they're not. Let's not compare Attitude Era storylines to today's storylines. Attitude Era storylines were good and actually had week-to-week progression. Storylines now are not that, like, at all.
Man, they had killer theme music.
Lots of people did.
I'm just saying, Doink versus Repo Man at WrestleMania would have been golden.
It would not have been golden. Good grief.
It would have been great.
You're awful.
Harvey Whippleman could have been the special guest timekeeper. Skinner, the special guest ref.
Horrible, horrible individual. That's like just a bad thing. It's awful.
Mr. Fuji, the special guest announcer.
Why would you want Mr. Fuji as the guest announcer?
Why wouldn't I? He's Mr. Fuji. He was great.
Yes, Mr. Fuji is great, and I love the man, but I don't want to hear him cut a promo. There's a reason they brought Jim Cornette in to manage Yokozuna as well as Mr. Fuji.
Oh, apparently I skipped all over a question. Yeah, the chat's going pretty quick on me.
We've probably skipped over lots of questions, so if we did miss one, then tell us. Said it again.
Necessarily a live AMA. We're sort of picking and choosing here.
Okay, Dean Renner. Nobody wants a no holds barred sequel.
Toronto Freddy. Maybe he had a dirty clock. What's the problem? What?
Huh?
I'm so fucking lost.
What?
Oh, wow. That's not me just being really high, right? Because like I'm getting to that point, but
actually, Darren, we don't even have Peacock in Canada yet. It is not available up here. We still have the old school version of the WWE Network, which you have to subscribe to through your cable provider.
Which is
we
terrible.
Actually have. I actually am. I'm perfectly okay with it because my parents still have cable, so they're old school. Their idea of streaming is whenever I put a show on the television. So we still get the old school, pay-per-views on television every month. Oh, I might have just hidden inside the Parker at Fenway.
See, now I don't feel so bad about saying that about Maggie Gyllenhaal last week.
I did just hidden inside the Parker at Fenway.
Frank Riker, is anyone else disturbed by Vince McMahon's face? Yes, it bothers me as much as Maggie Gyllenhaal's.
I don't know. It doesn't bug me that much. Like
his face bugs me now. Like you can see it sinking in a bit, and it just
it disturbs me. Whose clock did I clean?
Apparently yours.
Freddie, whose clock did I clean? I don't think I've ever cleaned a clock on this network.
Ooh. It's getting real hot in here.
So it's a little warm ski. Oh. Trying to hit me in the head.
Do you think we are getting the poster this week? Does he mean like tomorrow or does he mean next week?
I think by this week he means before Sunday. I think.
No.
Since it's only like midweek.
No, you're not. And I'm not even going to sit here and say that like, oh, I know the day because I don't. But I think you're getting it next week.
Makes sense. Oh, I was referring to I did. Yeah, I did say Shifley cleaned his clock. I did. Okay. Now, yep. All right. That was like 40 minutes ago at this point. I can't remember everything I say on this show. Oh, that was a bad strikeout.
I'm not saying the Halloween Kills poster is coming next week, but I'm not saying it's not.
So what you're saying is there's a chance?
I'm saying if I were placing bets that do you guys want to see it right now?
Hot off the presses?
No, seriously though. Yeah, no, I think that I think next week. I do. I'd be pretty surprised if it's not next Friday. If it's not next Friday, then it should be the Friday after. But then again, who knows? This is just my own personal gut feeling and maybe some whispers, but like I was talking about with Dave on here on the 100 episode special for Phantom Empire Live, there's no guarantee a poster comes before a trailer just because it did one time.
Wait, you mean they don't have to come simultaneously?
Turns out they don't.
Huh.
Our boy Kieran said he was off for the night. I don't know if I already said that or not.
No.
I'm just scrolling through the comment section here.
Boy.
Oh boy, here we go. Wayne Gotke's in the house.
Oh God.
Gotta love Wayne Gotke.
I mean, by what metric? Like,
well, why don't I simplify the question a bit? Who do you think the absolute best wrestler is of all time? And who is your favorite wrestler of all time? That way you don't feel compelled to say one or the other.
Okay, I mean, even still, like, best of all time is still, like, are we talking all around?
Yeah, yes, period.
Ric Flair.
Okay.
Who is my favorite? Oh, God, that is such a hard question. Like, because there's, like, a different one in every era. You know?
If you had to shuffle the deck and you got someone in their prime, who is it?
I guess if we're going to do this question, it has to be, if I could only watch one wrestler's matches the rest of my life, which wrestler would that be? And, oh, God.
Yeah, see, I don't even think that's the same answer.
I mean, no, I guess it's not when you really get down to brass tacks. But, I don't know, like, my favorite wrestler of all time, Undertaker.
I love Take. He's great. I think the greatest wrestler of all time is the Repo Man. And huge fan of Bastion Booger.
I just struck out because of that.
No, seriously. It pains me to say this. I think the greatest performer of all time is Shawn Michaels. Even though I still don't like the way he handled things for a while. And Johnny knows my favorite's Bret Hart. There's other guys I've loved. I loved RVD. I loved CM Punk. I loved Road Dogg. And I really like a bunch of others too. And I think there's a lot better wrestlers than some of the ones I just named. But my heart's with Bret Hart. And I think Shawn Michaels is the best. And I think that's kind of unique because of the history there between the two. So
yeah.
DMT said we're buffering.
Buffer on my end.
I think he said, oh, sorry. Is it DFT? Oh, yeah, DMT, Jesse. Oh, maybe we lost it for a second. I didn't feel like we lost it, though.
I didn't notice if we did.
This calls for a Puff Puff. Puff the Magic Dragon.
Does he live by the sea? Oh, don't you dare squeak through.
Sorry guys, I'm having some issues navigating the chat tonight.
DMT was making reference to what he said half an hour ago.
Sean, I know it's nothing like real life sports whatsoever, but have you ever gotten into anime about sports like Prince of Tennis? I have
He has no idea what that even is, but I do.
One moment. Hang on.
I have only seen Prince of Tennis because my brother used to watch it. He's a big anime guy. So I have seen a few episodes of it.
I have absolutely no fucking idea what you're talking about.
If you would like to talk to Sean about anime, there are two acceptable shows. That's anything Dragon Ball or Pokemon. Pre-2000.
As I say, I would know, really, I don't even remember much of the show, to be honest. It's been too long.
You could fake your way through most of that conversation.
Yeah, I could fake my way through a Pokemon conversation. I'm someone who actually liked Sailor Moon. I thought Sailor Moon was good. Fighting evil by moonlight. I don't know, something like that. But Sailor Moon was decent because it'd come on every morning before going to school too. So, Ryan
Saved by the Bell.
Ryan Kinney says Heart Foundation. Oh yeah, look how bad this chat's lagging.
I think it's just the video lagging behind excessively hard today.
Is it?
I don't know.
Everything looks like it's good for me.
No, because it's still. I mean, the video the message you have highlighted is the same one I see on the actual YouTube stream.
Oh, yeah, no. So the chat that we're looking at, I assume, Johnny, is just, it looked like it was caught up, but it wasn't.
Well, I can't see the Streamlabs version of the chat, or the StreamYards version of the chat. I can only see the actual YouTube chat. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, maybe if I went over to. Oh no! I guess if I switch over to comments, I can. I did not know that. That actually makes it a whole lot simpler for me.
Especially to change the color. I don't like that it blends in. Jesse says Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of that, obviously, but no, not really.
Yeah, I don't think he'd handle it. I mean, I'm not predisposed to anime. I don't hate it, but there are others I like. But when you spend close
I'm
to,
sorry. Excuse me.
Would you shut up and let me finish talking?
No.
Oh, what?
What's on the screen?
Oh, I don't know what. I don't know which one you're talking about. What?
I'm so fucking lost.
What? I thought we were talking like the last thing you mentioned was Jess's comment of a petition that will make you watch Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Gabriel commented, "Cocks in real popular here in my country." Okay,
I got nothing for that one.
Sorry, Johnny. Continue.
I mean, what was I saying?
I too fucking high for that last comment. Jeez.
I think I remember what I was saying. No, I mean, I'm not predisposed to anime. I like it. I enjoy it. There's some that I watch. Even now I'll watch occasionally. Like my brother tried to get me into like One Piece and stuff like that, and I watched some episodes and it wasn't bad. But when you spend close to 10 years going to Anime North every year, boy, you think that Star Wars is a weird fandom to be a part of. anime fans ain't got nothing on that. It is a very weird place to be. I could tell you some stories. Some things I've done there that just, oh boy.
I think I just found the direction this conversation is going to go for a little bit here, Johnny, because I don't remember the last time we talked about this. Jerry, Sean. It's not how you spell my name, Jerry.
I mean, at least he
Where
didn't.
are our name tags, by the way?
I don't actually know. I mean, I think that's a year-end thing to turn them on or off. I don't know where though. Ads on Spotify are horrible.
Weird.
That's gonna die. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know.
They're just gone. Anyway, you know who we are anyway. Jerry says, Sean. I guess I'll let you go on spelling my name wrong now. What's your favorite season of Dragon Ball? Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, or the Boo Saga? I think, Johnny, tell me what you think of this. I'm not saying like how you feel, but don't you think that the popular answer here for most is the Frieza Saga?
Yeah, either that or Cell. I think.
I think there's a lot of like huge Frieza Saga fans that just never let go of that. I like the Cell Saga because the journey from Future Trunks to the end of Cell to me is the best arc period in any Dragon Ball ever. It's just so fucking good. How about you?
I mean, it's tough for me to pick a specific saga because I didn't watch the show as religiously as you did. So some of it blurs together for me in a lot of ways. But I think of those probably Frieza, because it is kind of the one that really got you into it. You know? Like you spent the whole time with the Ginyu Force building up to it, and then you get Frieza, this big bad, and it was the first real life or death storyline, I guess. So I'm a Frieza guy. They brought him back from the dead too many times, though.
Frieza?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about why does my phone keep recording everything I'm saying right now? I don't know. Dragon Ball Super is fun, but I don't know if I really enjoy it. So,
like original Dragon Ball, or did I miss a part of that statement?
what?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat here.
I'm trying to, focus on you and the chat and pitching all at the same time. It's not easy. It's not easy to triple task.
Fuck the poster. I want a trailer more than a poster. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, if you told me I could only have one or the other, I'd say trailer, because I'm not a poster collector. Like for somebody like you, that's a bigger thing, but for me, it's no big deal at all. I own like one movie poster, and that's just because it happened to be something they had at Walmart when we were there that day.
Well, here's a guy that I never thought would be into Dragon Ball. Frank Riker, my favorite character from the Cell Saga is Android 16. I could totally see you liking him, Frank. That makes sense. That does. To me, it does anyway. 16 was cool. I like 16.
Yeah, I'll admit I still get the numbers all wonky. 16 was the big burly dude, right?
Yeah, with the like red
Yeah.
mohawk.
Yeah, it's 17 and 18 I'm always flip-flopping, which is weird because one's a dude and one's not.
17 and 18 are great too. Those three characters in general that they introduced, 16, 17, 18, have been they were all handled brilliantly.
Yeah, and all very different too,
Yep.
which is not something easy when you figure they're, androids created by the same person.
Yeah, no, for sure. You got 17 who was revived at the end of the Cell Saga and just sort of went off and did his own thing and didn't go on a killing spree or anything like that and just lived and had fun and reappears in Dragon Ball GT as well as Dragon Ball Z.
Yuck.
And so at the end of the sorry, as well as Dragon Ball Super, it's like the character's still going on and is one of the strongest characters like in the thing still. Android 18 obviously went on, somehow had a kid, it's Krillin's wife, and still kicks ass. And Android 16's grilled cheese.
It's horrible.
I mean, that
It's
grilled
not
cheese
wrong.
smushed together, right? And like, albeit it'd be a crunchy grilled cheese,
Flinner, what?
Frieza is kind of hot, to be honest.
Well, no, he's not. His name is Frieza. He's cold, obviously.
Zachary is still convinced Frieza is a girl. I'm like, no, Zach, Frieza's a dude. But
I mean,
his voice, and
of all of the characters in that series, I could see, like, if was it God, I can't think of the Japanese creator's name.
Akira Toriyama.
If Akira Toriyama came out tomorrow and said, "Yeah, guys, Frieza's gender non-binary. Like, Frieza's just Frieza," I'd probably just be like, "Yeah, okay,
yeah, right. Like that makes sense."
It's not anathema to my ears. Like, if that was the case, I'd be like, okay, that actually makes a lot more sense than thinking Frieza is a dude.
Wayne got key. Wayne says, "Hey, Sean and Johnny, are you looking forward to seeing what Marvel will accomplish with Moon Knight when it's finally released?"
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I'd totally give a shot. I'm intrigued. I love Oscar Isaac. Why not give it a shot?
Moon Knight's a character that doesn't get love. Like,
I don't know any of the source material behind him, right? So it's like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know much about them, like about Moon Knight. I know generally that he's, a bit more on the dark side, on the scale, and he's more vigilante than superhero. He's kind of like Marvel's answer to Batman in a sort of way, like as far as like the darkness goes, because Batman can get pretty dark at times. Come on, ring him up. Ah, you son of a.
I think Boo is a Kirby ripoff, Frank. Right?
Well, he's not wrong.
Oh man,
he's not wrong.
Oh God, really?
DMT, that's just wrong, dude.
Really?
Flinner, leave the token up to Sage.
Okay, my honest. Oh my God, my eye. My honest answer to Flinner's question here is this.
Damn it.
No, it won't get nominated for Best Picture.
I mean, are there slasher awards?
Oh my God. No. No, dude. No, come on. Come, Flynn. Come on, Flinner.
Dude.
Steph Kennedy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure what movie she's talking about. Although I have a hunch I know where this is going.
When is this movie? I don't know. What movie is this movie?
There's lots of movies coming out at lots of different times.
I don't know of a movie called this. I mean, I know it. It's already out.
Michael Myers, October 15th, 2021.
What the heck, Frank?
What?
The immediately above the comment you highlighted.
Oh, I thought Stephanie was going somewhere else with this. Now I feel like a jackass. October 15th, 2021 is correct. Oh, we got to have music for this, right? Oh. Anyways. Oh, sorry. I muted you.
How nice of you.
Whoops. It slipped. It won't happen again. Where is Frank's comment in here? I think this is the one you talked about. Do you think if Goku turned in?
I tried to warn you, dude.
Wow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How's this guy not like a stand-up comic somewhere?
I don't know.
Is that not a dancing poster? Oh my god.
That was worth the horns.
Sure. Do you guys know about Robert the Doll?
No.
Should we? I love the last one. It reminds me of when
it just feels like his face is melting.
Basically.
Like I feel like that's the whoa, what are you doing, Robbie? God damn it, Alamar, field the ball.
Where are we from? Johnny is located in London, England, as you can tell from his accent.
Good night, Mike.
And I'm in Japan.
No.
No?
No.
Is that not correct?
No.
Oh, right. You're in Japan. And what was the other one?
You said British, London, England, and then I spoke with an Australian accent.
Did you? I didn't hear that.
I said good day, mate.
Good day, Mike.
Good day, mate.
Top of the day, dear lad.
I mean, I guess I could have gone into my Scottish brogue. Might have been a little bit weirder. That's more Irish.
I was gonna say that's more Irish.
That's but after me Lucky Charms.
Oh fuck, that's good. That's good.
Reminds me of the good old days when I used to play accent games with random people joining our Xbox party. Remember the guy I had convinced I was Russian? That you convinced I was a Russian spy?
Yeah.
It's almost as good as the one we had convinced I was actually Vince McMahon. That one still doesn't make sense to me.
Yes, Vince McMahon's on here playing Xbox with us.
Like,
they were good times. Good times.
Yeah. Amazing times.
What else do we have here? Frank Riker, you think if Master Roshi was a real person, be on To Catch a Predator?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Solid Saturn still here. Robert the Doll is a haunted doll from Key West, Florida. Are you sure it's Key West or is it Key East?
What?
He's saying Key West. I'm saying it could be Key East. Could be Key South.
I'm just more in the. How did this chat get into the conversation of testicles having taste buds? Like, what?
When did that come up? Oh, look at this one. Oh, wow. I bet you he thought we would never highlight his thing on screen. Probably breaking character. Oh, shit.
Well, no, he's already spoken tonight.
Oh, what did he say?
Didn't he say? Isn't he the one that posted the date for the movie?
Yes, he did.
So I mean, character already broken.
You know, it'd be cool. If we flip the script. By the way, we have a bit of an open door policy when we do Wastelands now. So when we do an episode of Wastelands, if you're around a high quality phone or computer and would like to come on for a couple minutes and shoot the shit, we will bring you in. No condom necessary.
What? I mean, what?
Dean, my boy, Dean, Mean Dean, did you get your Dr. Sleep Blu-ray yet, sir? Mean Dean, the Fighting Machine. DMT, as long as the kids aren't cutting a dude's stomach open to a feast on his stomach, acid drenched Lucky Charms ripoffs. What?
Kieran's gonna be mad when he finds out I did an Irish accent and he wasn't here to make a leprechaun joke.
Leprechaun. There's one steaming pile of shit.
Yep.
Oh, cool. How's the weather over there? Over where? We've already said that Johnny's in Ireland, and I'm in Japan.
Aye, brother.
So the weather could be multiple things.
Very much, brother.
We're
just gonna play accent games now.
Top of the day, I might.
I was always better at them.
Don't ignore my statement about your place of origin, Sean. What statement? Where is it?
Help. I'm more concerned. Who are you talking to, Flinner?
Oh, there we go. You're from Arkansas. Oh, by God.
That's Oklahoma.
They're close, right?
I mean, ish. Ish?
I'll be honest, I don't know my American geography at all. Not at all, Mike.
I don't even know what that was. What was that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be British?
I don't know. It just sort of came out.
I mean, I used to do a really good British. I had to do James Bond really well.
Rick and Morty. Why don't we do
this? That's Tuesday night. We're not talking about those guys.
Well, for shits and gigs though, we'll do this for you. Even though Kieran's not here to represent at the moment.
Play something.
Somebody play something.
We'll rock out to Kieran's music.
No, we won't.
It's a good show. It's a great show. It's a shit show. Pickle Rick show. Not a Jerry show. Scary Terry show. Lick my balls show. Szechuan sauce show. It's the fucking Rick and Morty fan show. Bitch.
Just like looking over my shoulder, making sure Kieran doesn't pop up.
Where are you going, Kiermaier? That ball is not leaving the yard. Ugh. Yeah. DMT's with you. He doesn't know geography very well, except the geography of these nuts.
Okay. Cool.
What he said.
When we get in the H Kills trailer.
When we gets it.
I think that they're probably going to release the trailer October 16th.
Wouldn't that be something?
The movie's out now. We'll play a trailer. Totally.
Hey guys, movie's out. This is what it's about.
Your two favorite Bret Hart matches. Go.
WrestleMania 13 and oof. I think that's a tough one. Survivor Series 95.
Is that Owen?
No. Oh man. No, that one.
Survivor Series.
No, that one. I actually forgot about that one. Yeah. 13 and 10.
Yeah, I'm probably right there, but ones that would be close would be the Iron Man match. It's fucking amazing.
Normally I'd agree with you, and as a young guy I agreed with you because I loved that match as a kid. Like, it's an hour long, it's amazing. And then I got older and realized nothing happens until like the last 5 minutes. It's a lot of hurry up and wait. Like, I think, I talk about it a lot, but I listen to the Bruce Pritchard podcast a lot. And it's something that Conrad said, I'll watch the last 15 minutes of that match because that's all that matters. He's not really wrong. I mean, if they'd have had more finishes during the match, like more falls, then the first 45 would be important. But considering they go 0-0 through 60, you don't really need to watch until those last 15 minutes where it gets interesting.
I would challenge that. I would say if you're talking rewatch value, you're 150% correct.
Oh, yeah, then that's purely what I'm talking about. Like,
when that match is first live and no one's seen it, and it goes 60 minutes with no falls.
Oh, no doubt. Like, live, it was amazing. That's what I said.
Amazing.
Live, it was amazing. Watching it as a kid, it was amazing because it's something, we'd never seen that before. I'd seen the first Clash of the Champions, Sting Flair match that went to the 40-minute time limit draw. I'd seen matches like that before, but a 60-minute match where nobody gets a pinfall, and then they continue it, which made it even better. But I think for me, a match has to have rewatch value for it to be good, and it still has to hold up today. And if you go back to WrestleMania 13, that match is phenomenally amazing. Like, I thought that match was so good. I thought they were reusing the finish at the AEW pay-per-view last week, but they didn't. And then, of course, WrestleMania 10 is one of the two best openers in WrestleMania history. One of the top 3 matches in WrestleMania history, period. It's hard to argue either of those two, but I think Survivor Series 95 doesn't get the love it should. I mean, that's him and Diesel in that no disqualification match. That's a really good one.
When I was younger, this was probably my favorite Bret Hart match.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing match.
Wait,
you can't really go wrong with it. Well, I'm talking about the one that's highlighted on screen.
Bret versus Piper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the ending of that match. It's fucking great. I mean, the whole match is great, but I really love the ending of that match.
I love the stories behind that match. Like, you learn things as you get older and people start writing books and you get into the shoot interview subculture and you learn stories about some of these matches from backstage that were amazing. And, it's a testament to the workers' talent that you hear some stories where, people would go up against the blading rule in that time period where you couldn't get blood, you couldn't intentionally draw blood. And here's Bret doing it in the middle of a match and nobody knows that he did it. Like, everybody believed it was Hardway, but yeah, I mean, but no, that's a great match. I mean, it kind of sucks that they reused the finish so soon after it, though, because I mean that's pretty much the same finish that he ended up using at SummerSlam that year too, with him and Davey Boy.
Wayne Gotke, Johnny Conrad Thompson irritates the fuck out of me. He's known wrestlers for like 4 years and acts like he's been part of the business for decades.
I mean, I'd say that's false because his podcast with Bruce Pritchard has been going on for 4 years. So that alone makes that statement false. He has actually been someone that he's the epitome of the term money mark, but he actually made it work. Like, he used his money to make friends. And for those of you that aren't aware, he's actually Ric Flair's son-in-law. He's married to Ric's oldest daughter.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that, no.
And, oh, damn. But, he used his money to make these friends and get, in with them. And then, of course, he, ended up helping Ric through his actual business as a mortgage company. He helped Ric deal with his personal finances, met his daughter, married his daughter, and that part's there. But he found a niche. Like, he got in on pro wrestling podcasting when people really weren't doing that. Not with that level of talent. Like, and let's be real, like, for people who understand the ins and out of the pro wrestling business, especially the WWF, which is, the top, there's only one other person who would have more interesting stories to tell than Bruce Pritchard, and that's Pat Patterson. So you're going to the left hand of God to tell these stories about, the backstage environment and the creative and all these things, and nobody had done that. It was just wrestlers telling their stories before that point. Like, Colt Cabana's podcast was huge. Steve Austin had his podcast, and other people had started and stopped podcasts, but this one was the first true deep dive into the behind the scenes of the business, and he's just corralled that into building and building and building and building. Like, is he annoying? Sometimes. I hate how much he preaches Dave Meltzer's words as the gospel. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a Dave Meltzer fan, though, but that's just because I never have been. I never read the Wrestling Observer newsletter. That wasn't a thing in my life until the mid 2000s. Once we got the internet and started using it to look for wrestling stuff. Like, 10-year-old me had no idea what the dirt sheet was. So Meltzer's word isn't God to me. I hate his rating system. It's so garbage now. Like, I mean, they make jokes about, that's a 5-star match in the Tokyo Dome, because it's true. A Tokyo Dome 5-star match is like a 3-star match. Like, if you have a 3-star match in the US that's in the Tokyo Dome, it's a 5-star match for Meltzer. I don't like that.
Let's switch train tracks here. Alex asks, what season of Supernatural do you consider underrated?
3.
3 is my favorite, so I don't know if I can call that underrated.
I think it's underrated because it's the short season.
Mhm.
And it leads into, the game changing with the introduction of the Celestials. Right? Like that changed the game completely. To that point, God and angels had been a joke. So I think 3 is a very underrated season. Plus, you had, one of my favorite B-level characters of the whole series with Lauren Cohan's character. I loved her.
My heart's been pulling me towards wanting a rewatch soon. And I will, but I'm not going to do it on Amazon with that replaced music. It kills so many big moments for me.
Yeah.
I want to get that the collection that I think's out now. So
the Blu-ray box set is out. Yeah. Not currently available on Amazon because they're out of stock, but it's expensive.
Like 300, right?
360 on Amazon.
I'd bite the bullet. I would. I honestly would.
I think for me, because I don't think there's anything special. Like I think it's just a collection of all of the seasons.
I think there's a huge book with it. Huge, nice hardcover book.
I don't know. They don't do a very good job of describing it in the thing, and the pictures of it don't. There's a book, but it doesn't look like it's hardcover or anything. It just looks like a soft, small one. Similar to the one like in the Friday the 13th box set.
I don't know. I just think I love the show too much to not do it because I want to be able to watch those episodes with the proper music playing at the proper times, or it's a game changer.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Like I remember I started a rewatch, but I stopped like 4 episodes in because like I was pretty sure in the 3rd episode, I'm like, wait a second, that wasn't what was supposed to play there. And then 4th episode, same thing. And it was like, oh man, fuck.
I think I pointed out to you before you noticed it.
You did.
Because that was when we were doing the first Supernatural podcast here with Tommy, if I recall correctly. Like when we were doing it, it might have even been when in the very early days of this network. I don't think we were off 1138 by that point.
I think we might have been on our own Mixler.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that was still in the Mixler era, in the very early days of Fandom Empire.
Yeah, it wasn't called Fandom Empire at that point, but yeah. Wasn't called Fandom Empire till we moved to YouTube.
I thought it was.
Because it actually wasn't even called Phantom Empire when we moved to YouTube. It was the Phantom Cantina, and we changed it. So
no, I don't. Yeah,
felt like the Phantom Cantina was
too Star Warsy.
Too Star Wars, and then I put Empire because it sounded cool. I'm like, oh, Star Wars Empire. Whoops.
But it works, right? Because it's more than just that. Whereas Cantina is
very
Star. Yeah.
Yes. Jesse went to grab pizza. And now my mouth is watering for something to eat.
I had Wendy's tonight, so I'm not too bad for the, greasy food that's not good for you category.
Well, I got my vaccine yesterday, and you know me, and with everything I've been through, not a great immune system. And I'm actually surprised I'm doing this right now because basically last night into this afternoon, I basically felt like death. I was just like, oh my God. Like, no, I was worried about this. No, it wasn't that bad, but like I was sore. I felt like I just played in like a 5-game 1-day hockey tournament again. That next day, it's just like, oh, what? No, I just walked into 100 times gravity, and that's sort of how it felt today with some nauseousness. And so I am hungry.
DMT said he thinks the most underrated season was the Demon Blood season with Ruby. Was that 5?
4. Season 4.
Oh yeah, intermixed with the.
I mean, Ruby was part of
Yeah.
season 3 as well, but
That was first Ruby. I mean, he's obviously talking Jen Ruby, not Meg Ruby.
Meg Ruby.
Yeah, wasn't that her name?
No, Meg's a character.
No, I know Meg. I'm talking Meg, the demon. I'm talking like the person. I thought her. For some reason, I thought her name was Meg.
Kate Cassidy.
Oh right, I forgot it was Katie. Yeah.
Kate Cassidy.
Yes. Okay.
I will say we will be wrapping up here shortly, though. I can feel myself slipping off the edge of. I'm floating. Who said they were floating earlier?
You're floating now.
I'm floating, and I'm really floating. I'm really floating when you when you hear stuff like this. I know
now I'm floating in anger.
Johnny hates that. I love it.
I've hated it since the day he first debuted any sort of version of it. Like, ugh.
Pardon me. We got to take a picture of this for Tommy B.
I just in generally hate dubstep. You're seeing
Tommy B.
How high are you? Like,
wow. Could you imagine a Super Saiyan Tommy B? Oh, let me tell you.
I can even hear I just imagine now in my head every time he says, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. If he goes Super Saiyan on that phrase, like.
My dad would just give me shit all the time when I watched Dragon Ball Z. He'd be like, oh, Cheryl, Sean's watching the show where it sounds like they're pooping again. Like all the time. And it'd be like, oh my God, Dad, just fuck off and let me watch my show.
I mean, he's not wrong.
What's up, fellas? What's up? Welcome to the Wastelands. The Wastelands, which if you guys missed the beginning of this, the Wastelands is basically
whatever we want it to be.
Whatever we want it to be. Come waste your night away with us. Get wasted with us. I'm high as balls. Johnny's 17 into a 2-4. Totally like that. And he totally looks like that, right? Just sit back, chill, have fun. You guys will get to dictate the conversation. Now, we can't obviously pick everyone's direction, and you can also donate to the channel if you want to do that. But this is more of like a hangout thing that we're going to do once or twice a month. And our door's open, not just other Fandom Empire staff. If one of you guys who we've developed a little bit of a rapport with in the chat would like to come on, we can just send you a link. You click it and you're brought on to the episode with us. And you can ask a question or two. This is kind of a game changer. It's a different visit. Sorry, it's a visit to a different realm of the Wastelands in a nod to our past.
God, screw you, Brandon. What the hell are you doing?
Johnny was supposed to follow me up there. He totally didn't.
I couldn't help it. Fucking Edwin decided that instead of waiting to tag up and then score on an easy sack fly, he's going to run home before the ball's even caught and then get stranded with his thumb up his ass. What am I supposed to be catching up on here?
Nothing. Moving on. Okay. Ryan, what do you think about Evil Dead and Hellraiser possibly going straight to streaming and no theaters? I think the Hellraiser stuff is a series anyways, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's a movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was a David Gordon Greenwood.
Get down. You're not going to get down. Damn it.
Thy William says, I'm more a Vegeta guy. That makes two of us. How about you, Johnny? You Vegeta or Goku?
I'm a Goku guy.
Oh.
Vegeta was always too serious. He was always too serious for me. You know, and too, oh god, like too straight on his target. Like, I mean, if I told him that if he ate my shit, he'd be stronger than Goku, he'd eat my shit. Like, that's not intelligence. That's just stupidity. But tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, let's take a bit of a music break here. Some of you have already heard this tonight, but if you haven't, if you've joined recently, the Wastelands has a theme, and we kind of dig it. Let us know what you think of the Wastelands theme. Here it is. What do you think of it, Johnny? What's it remind you of?
I love it. It's like, I mean, like I said to you when you first played it, for me, it's like an alien version of the old school Coliseum video entrance. And then it's
I forgot you said that.
What?
I forgot that you said that earlier. I mean, I'm high as balls right now. So, fuck.
And then it goes into like that Michael Jackson knockoff, and I feel like getting up and doing a Michael Jackson dance, but there's not nearly enough room. I'd knock over the green screen if I tried to do that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I forgot how many outs there were. Run, Pedro, run! Pedro's not getting back.
It feels very, to me, almost like there's some John Carpenter in there, but also like a Blade Runner. So think of like a mix between Halloween 3 and Blade Runner, and even maybe a little bit of the Terminator, and you get like this sort of like kind of horrorish, kind of upbeat, but kind of sci-fi theme that I dig.
Yeah, no, it's real. It's way.
Oh, look who's here! Look who has decided to show up on the Wastelands. Maddie, do you want to come on?
How do you know what the music on my Pornhub sounds like?
He's all over your Pornhub, baby.
I mean, for what I charged access to like that, I mean, right on, buddy.
Wow. Marcus Hicks. Have you guys seen Super Chat, by the way? A very generous amount, too. Thank you, Marcus. That's
Big props, dude. Big
that's
props.
greatly appreciated. Let's highlight this here. Sorry, we're stoned. And I say we're stoned because, like, I'm so stoned that he's stoned.
Picking up a contact high.
You must be. That's, oh, wow. It's getting there. And that's sort of what it is. It's the Get Wasted show with us. So, oh, man. Matt Whitfield was telling me to fuck right off. No, that's not what he was saying. He works early in the AM. Other words, he's tired.
How dare he tell us he's tired at 12:15 a.m.
How dare he not represent the Mets, the lowly Mets, the very lowly Mets.
It's ironic that you say that because I'm putting a spanking on the Mets as we speak.
Oh, double low. Anyways, Marcus Hicks, $20 super chat. Thank you, Marcus. That means a lot. Have you guys seen the AMC image that's been going around the internet reporting that the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer is coming June the 10th, which is next Thursday? The trailer is also revealed to be 2:14 long. Man, I gotta watch what I say here.
Because you know something, or
yeah, and I don't, yeah. So,
okay, well then I'll take that one because I know nothing, Jon
okay,
Snow.
please take it.
I think
Take it hard.
I think for me, I don't so much think that's a thing. I personally, I think if it's going to be next week, it's going to be on the 11th, tagged on to the end of the first episode of Loki.
Man, could you imagine? Think about this. The first episode of Loki, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, and the Halloween Kills poster all on the same day. Hello, Friday night show.
I was gonna say I couldn't remember. Is that a Thursday? Is that isn't the 11th a Wednesday?
No.
Because Loki doesn't come out on a Friday.
No, they said they moved it up. There was a whole thing about it. A whole big shtick about why they're doing it on the Wednesday. I can't remember what the reasons were, but yeah, no, it comes out on a Wednesday.
Yeah, so Wednesday's the 9th.
Mm-hmm. No, I know why you're thinking the 11th.
Yeah,
it's usually Fridays, but for whatever reason they changed it.
No, I forgot about the date change.
I don't know if that means we're getting an episode on Wednesday and then on Friday as well, or if it's just going to be a Wednesday show.
I think if there's going to be anything, it would be like a Friday premiere and then regular Wednesday type thing, like kind of the opposite of what we had before, right? Because was it the first episode of Bad Batch was on a Wednesday, wasn't it, or was it a Tuesday?
I'm so freaking so far behind on that.
I've only watched the first episode.
So the movie,
yeah,
which I thought was great. I think the second episode's good too. It wasn't good enough to be like, okay, I got to get to this right now.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I don't really have the interest in going back to keep rushing it to watch it. Like, it's not as interesting to me because you feel like you get a general idea. Oh, Vlad, that's to the moon. Oh, you don't see balls hit that high at Citi Field very often.
I don't think the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer is as close as people think. I don't.
Frank, what is wrong with you, fella? What is your major malfunction?
Oh, our boy Frankie Reich. Frankie Reich.
There's a part of me that says, like, man, we need to have him on the shows with us. And then there's another part of me that says, do we really want Frank on in a format where we can't moderate him?
He's been on before. And he's always been great when he's been on. So, although Frank doesn't strike me as the type of guy that would ever feel awkward in any social situation.
No.
Like, I'm pretty sure Frank has his bases covered. You know, I think he's good. I think if you're throwing someone out there in the ninth inning of a social situation and you need someone that's going to be comfortable in all positions, it's Frank Riker.
What? Did Frank write that statement for you? Thank you, Pedro. Roberto, I guess. I need to finish this conquest so I can change this team back to its proper orientation.
Yeah, before you start asking more fucking yourself with yourself universe questions.
What?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Why are you not running on contact, Alamo? That was a sack bunt.
Pizza manager from Spider-Man 2 might show up in Loki. That'd be like a insane poll. You know, like you're really reaching if that's where you're going with it. I would think it'd be if you're going to go that route. I'd have it as like Peter's landlord in 2 and 3. If you're just looking for more of a random, the pizza manager is kind of sort of where at.
Wasn't the pizza manager in Spider-Man Stan Lee? Or are we making like a reference that's just going right over my head?
No, it's not Stanley. Our boy Frankie Reich saying that.
Oh boy,
what is he saying? Wherever I'm at, it always ends with an orgy. Well, confidence.
Oh boy. Oh, come on, Groshans. What are you doing?
I'd give you all my money, but disability don't give me money to give out. I'm so sorry, dudes. I'll stop bothering you guys. What? No, that's nonsense, man. You don't need to donate.
Very much nonsense.
I mean, people that are in position to donate and believe in what we're doing, want to donate to ask a question that's guaranteed to get answered, or just want to be nice, that's cool. But if you're not in position to do that, you should never, ever feel guilty. This is why we have shows like this where we can communicate more intimately with our audience. Very intimately.
But not quite as intimate as Frank would like.
No. More pickles than calms for some reason. What?
I think he meant clams.
Clams?
I think.
Ugh.
Oh man, you gotta love Spotify. Sometimes it speaks to you in a weird way. I'm playing baseball and I have the greatest baseball sports song.
Holy shit. Oh my god. I just looked down and like we're sitting there. I'm like, oh my god, he's in the green room. You just told me you were going to bed.
Well, I'm going to bed in a minute, but why the hell y'all gotta be bringing my Mets into this shit?
Oh.
Well, because I'm spanking the crap out of them right now. It's 10-2.
I mean, of course it's fantasy because right now anything less than that is BS. Because I think we're winning right now. I think I got that travesty on in the background, and my Lakers are getting spanked right now. Pretty bad.
How bad?
20-some, I think. Last time I looked.
Wow.
AD went down early. I mean, he shouldn't even played, but he lasted like 5 minutes before he went down. And
Frank Riker, so it's like real life with the Mets. Frank's a Yankees fan, I'm pretty sure, right?
yeah, he's a Yankees fan.
Yeah, both.
Like they're doing so much better right now.
I beat them before I beat the Mets.
That's reality.
Go Jays.
I'm not the Jays.
Go Jays.
I'm in fact. Whoa, Groshans, big play. I am in fact my team. I haven't actually changed the name yet, but I found a logo online. I named my team specifically for Kieran. We're the Mustafar Maulers. Our logo is Darth Maul's face.
Again, doors open. If anybody wants to hop in here, we're probably only going to go for about 15 more minutes. But if you want to hop in and ask a few questions and just hang out, as long as we've had a rapport with you for a bit, we can send you a link, which means if you don't have Facebook or have us on Facebook, there's probably not enough of a rapport.
71-52 with about 8 minutes left in the third.
Oof.
Yeah.
Matt, yeah, we're still cracking, man. We're cracking. The more I say that name, I don't like it, even though when they announced it, I did like it.
What name?
The Kraken.
Oh. Really?
What's
your beef with the Kraken name?
I actually liked it, but the more I say it, I don't. Alex Roof, how do I find you on Facebook? Type in the Fandom Empire Den on Facebook. If you're not a part of that yet, then I'm assuming you're not, because you'd see me posting all the time. Yeah, join that.
Oh God! I'm gonna send this.
You can read this one.
What, Frank, dude? Frank.
If I get near Frank, I'm gonna drown his ass in his own hot tub.
I just sent a meme to the Fandom Empire staff chat, Matt, that describes how LeBron's feeling tonight.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up. And yet I laughed when I saw it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, but obviously.
No, yeah.
It's pending, apparently.
I mean, if you know the movie, it's humorous.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make it kosher for consumption, though. It's one of those memes I'm not putting on my personal page, but I know some awesome Facebook chats where it's going to get some love.
See, on a normal show, I wouldn't take time right now to go check the Fandom Empire Den and let people in, but it's Wastelands, and why not?
This is what we do.
I think I can hear Matt breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I love me conquests in this game, but God, they're grindy.
So, Matt, be honest. What do you think of Marcus Stroman?
He's solid. He's a solid number 3, in my opinion.
What do you think of his attitude?
I'm not the biggest fan of his attitude. You know, I think he was a nice pickup. I mean, I'm thankful he signed a 1-year deal to stick around just to see this thing through. I hope we can sign him long term at the end of the year, but who knows? But I'm gonna tell you right now, if the truth is that pitchers who have Tommy John are probably the best they're going to be for the next year and a half after that, nobody's going to touch that mess rotation if everybody's healthy. Because if we got Stroman.
Who the heck is Groman?
DeGrom, Stroman, Thor, Carrasco.
It's the fusion form of them both. They fuse together like Gotenks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if another pitcher tried to fuse with DeGrom would just shake them off and be like, I'm fine, thanks.
Yeah, leave me alone. Mm.
That dude is fucking. Oh.
Mm. No comments by Freddie tonight because I know he's probably found some watering hole to watch this sad game in tonight because I know he's a Lakers fan.
No, he hasn't been around tonight, so he's probably crying in his Lakers cap.
I mean, if I don't think the Nets are going to stay together past this year. I think this is a 1 year run.
Ugh. I did that on Tuesday night in the after show.
And if I'm going to be a Lakers fan, I'd rather not lose to them. I'd rather lose to somebody else because nobody's going to beat them this year. Nobody. Not even Philly.
Ugh, Philly. They're bums.
Where did Sean go?
That's a very good question that I do not have the answer to. He has disappeared into a deep, dark abyss of some sort.
Mm.
No, I covered that on Tuesday night when I said I hate super teams in basketball. It was after you left. When I did the solo portion of the after show when Sean, overtoked.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I hate the Nets. Like I just, ugh. Like I like the individual players for the most part. I've never been a big Kyrie Irving fan,
Neither have I.
but
And I'm a Duke fan. And I didn't like him when he was at Duke.
DMT says that he kidnapped Sean, and then he in Jigsaw voice says, "Let's play a game." I mean, he's on his own. If he can't figure out his way out of the game, that's his problem. I hate the super. I hate the super teams because for one simple reason, it's a salary cap league.
I know.
Like, if there's any sport that says it's a salary cap league and then makes fun of it, it's basketball. It's at least baseball. Yeah, they have a salary cap, and then they got the luxury tax, and they admit it's pretty much meaningless. Like, if you're willing to spend $300 million on your payroll, go ahead. You're just paying a luxury tax on top of it. Basketball, they have a hard salary cap. Like, fuck off. You don't get 3 of the top 5 players in the game on one team under a salary cap in any sport.
I do love, I don't love paying extra for this, but I do love that when my internet.
So you've escaped the game. What was it?
Well,
you're muted.
No, I'm not muted, am I?
You're still muted.
No, he's not. I can hear him.
Oh, you got me, Matt?
I see your lips moving, but hear no words.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
How about now?
I got you. Loud and clear.
Is it just me? Can you hear Matt?
Oh, Johnny's gone. Could you hear Johnny saying that?
I heard Johnny. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Billy took
TMT.
Johnny, too. Billy took Johnny, too. Man,
He'll float, too. He'll float, too.
You don't want to know what I had to do to get out of that. Oh, let me tell you. By the way, representing Matt's Friday.
I like that shirt.
Yeah. Yes, sir. F13 represent. Johnny V back in his house. What's happening, man?
Did you just say F13?
F13, baby.
Oh god, you went and got real high, didn't you?
Like I said, I had to do some things to get away from, Billy.
Yeah. I got nothing for that one.
All right, gentlemen, I got to go back, get off of here, and go back to sleep so I can get work in a decent hour.
Okay, one question before you go.
Yeah.
Trivia question.
Oh boy.
Is it Star Wars trivia where I'm gonna fucking just get slaughtered?
No, we haven't really talked Star Wars tonight. It's a Halloween question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rick Rosenthal directed what 2 Halloween movies?
Second and Resurrection.
Damn it. Damn it.
What? That wasn't hard.
I wanted to play you out with this. But you went and ruined it. You ruined it. You
Well,
had
you
to
should
get
have.
it right.
You should have asked him a question about something he doesn't know the answer to.
All right, one more chance. One more chance. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
In Star Wars.
Oh, fuck.
I'm fucking with you, man.
He's just going to leave before you can ask the question.
Get out of here. Have a good one, man.
All right. Y'all gentlemen, have a good night.
Maddie. Terry says he can hear me. Whoa, Jesse, you already gone? How dare he? How dare he be like, yo, fellas, I'm out of here. I'm peacing. I'm starting up a movie and not tell us what movie he's watching.
Right? That one is a little rude.
The movie everybody's been waiting for. Sean Returns.
Nobody's waiting for that movie.
All right. You ready for the final topic of the night? We've talked some Halloween. We've talked a lot of wrestling, some anime, some movies.
Who's anime?
Been fun. Funny.
Thank you.
So when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, without getting insanely long-winded, because we do got to get out of here.
Okay.
Why don't you like The Dark Knight Rises?
I just don't like that interpretation of the character. Like, I mean, I used to sit and say, like, it's not source, like, Bane's never been like that. And then I actually found a comic book where that is Bane's story, and it was garbage. But I don't... It's too inconsistent with what had come before it. Like, to me, the Nolanverse was more grounded, more down to earth, more real. And then The Dark Knight Rises was the quintessential superhero stupid movie. Like taking an entire city hostage, like none of those things made sense. Like, oh man, they've cordoned off all the bridges. Now people can't get in. There's still boats. You can still fly in. Like it was stupid to me that was the principle of it. Sinking an entire football stadium was also fucking stupid. Like, there was just so much of it that was stupid, and the whole build up towards, that being Talia was just unnecessary. Like, you're trying to tie it back to the first movie unnecessarily. Like, it would have been just as good just being about Bane. Like, you don't need to make it about those parts. That's right, Frank. Don't you forget it that I am, in fact, a thespian.
I just remember what we forgot to do earlier. We got pulled away. Michael Myers is here representing, giving us a view, hanging out, getting wasted, getting buzzed,
Can
all of
Michael
the
get
above,
wasted and buzzed?
getting some fuzzed.
I feel like that's an important question. Like, you can shoot Michael like as many times as we've seen him get shot and hit by cars and all this other stuff, but how much would it take to get Michael drunk?
A lot. Let's ask him. Mr. Michael Myers, sir, if you're in the chat. We're giving you your time to shine. Don't worry, we're not going to ask you to come on, but let me tell you, how fucking epic would it be if we could send that, bio a chat and he turns his cam on, he's just like totally dressed up as Michael Myers and it's dark and he's just standing there and staring. That would be
doing the head tilt.
Yeah, for whatever, like different, speeds of head tilts to answers. But like that would be like total commitment to character. And then he goes and breaks character. Hi, Troy. Here we are building him up. He's just like, hey, Troy, yeah. No. I'll bring the pancakes. No. I get the syrup too. Yeah, okay. Okay, Troy. All right. You broke character after we built you up, man. I really like The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, I know.
I legitimately do. It's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. And yet it's still, like, to be clear, nowhere close to the level as The Dark Knight. I think The Dark Knight is just on this pedestal and there's no getting it off, and it earned that pedestal. And like, I really loved movies like Logan, which I thought was just absolutely fantastic. Joker too. I love both of those so much, but they're just not The Dark Knight. They're not.
Which kind?
I think we know what kind.
Oh, so he's going to the local seafood place.
Take it easy, Frank. Take it easy.
Whoa! Jeez Louise.
Preston is your son? Oh my God. Wow. What a mind-blowing moment.
Am I missing something?
Well, I answered a Preston earlier today on the YouTube page. I had a second to look at my phone, and I grabbed my phone and I answered Preston because he apparently loved the last like 60 to 80 minutes, basically our after show we did. He thought it was wild. And it's like this mind-blowing moment to know that it is in fact Terry's son. This deserves a playage of the new intro. And some wonderful Johnny head bobbing dancing. And then obviously the show stealer. After I take a hit. Oh, I love this part here. There's just something so deep about this. The chat digging the new theme. That's oh man, just such like hardcore sci-fi vibes. Sci-fi by oh good god, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Bloody hell, fuck.
How many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows?
Plenty. The answer is plenty. Wow, what that was such a mind-blowing moment. It really was. All right, guys. I'm putting us on the 5-minute clock down. The official 5-minute clock down.
What?
Sorry, huh?
Pardon? No.
It begins. Oh, I guess. Final 5 minutes. The floor is your the floor is yours. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. And then we'll get to hear that beautiful intro one more time. Oh, that's trippy.
Very much so.
Should definitely do that on the outro.
What about it, Alex?
It won't stop. No. There we go. Bloody hell. American Horror Story. I loved the first season a lot. I don't remember much after that other than me not really liking it. I think I was okay with seasons 2 and 3, but it just kind of got after that.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it through maybe 1984, I think.
Is that the slasher season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
So I mean, I enjoyed it, and it was good. It was good to keep me. It was good at keeping me on my toes. That's one of the things I really liked about that show. Oh damn it!
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Still sore. Fucking vaccine. Terry Willis agrees. 1984 is pretty cool. I haven't seen that one, so.
I think it's the last season on Disney Plus.
Troy Grubb. It's the final countdown. Do you guys think when a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie happens, if it's going to go to streaming or movie theaters? I think it would have been really easy to answer that like a year or two ago, and now I think it's a lot less uncertain.
I mean, I'd say probably both. I think you're going to see more and more things coming out in both theaters and streaming, especially if it works.
And quicker.
Yeah.
There is some catching up to do. DMT is going off.
Yeah, I don't know what to.
DMT. CM Punk. DMT.
The heck? Where'd you go? I looked up and you're gone, man. Not kosher, dude. Okay, so that's stuck. Where'd you go, Chiefy? Oh, great. Unfortunately, his internet has had a hiccup, so it is just me. I'm gonna. Oh, did we get him back here?
What is it? But is it really?
Are you back now?
Is it really just you?
Apparently not. As soon as I actually noticed the message you sent me, it's like, no, and you're back. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was the first time my internet went out. It dropped there for a second, though.
No,
it did. They got to repair something.
I guess I didn't look at the time when you sent it, so I just, in hindsight, I probably should have looked at the time and been like, oh yeah, that makes more sense.
First and Moderna, and I already don't have a good immune system, and it's I'm not gonna lie, even this whole show I've been like, you've probably seen me moving around a lot. I'm in quite a bit of pain, so just not responding too well, but I felt like it was something I had to do. So Johnny.
Yes.
Johnny.
That is my name.
Favorite season of Power Rangers and why?
God, I don't even know if I could pick the seasons out. Like, I have the whole run. Oh God, that's tough. Two? Because Lord Zed.
Yeah. No, I'm totally in agreement with that.
I mean, I think one had a better arc, a better story arc, because you had Grain with Envy. And I think that's the best 3 episodes of the series. Green with Envy, I think, was a 3-parter. And I really love that because it brought Tommy into our lives.
Troy, what do you think happens first? Friday the 13th getting out of court, or Wes Craven's kids given the green light for a movie studio to make Nightmare on Elm Street? Definitely the latter. Definitely Nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, especially right now, like the court system has kind of ground to a halt on, I guess, non-criminal matters, pretty much. So I have to say, the Craven estate will get something they like sooner than the system will end.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
That is pretty cool, Alex. I have a signed 8x10 by him and Rita.
That's awesome.
Got that at Anime North one year as my payment for working the convention.
My pop collection's growing. I have Jack Sparrow, good old Captain Jack. I have Sackhead Jason, Halloween H2O Michael, 2 different versions of Jack from The Shining, one where he's frozen, one where he's normal, Leatherface, Ghostface, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Mario Lemieux, Gohan, Vegeta, Dean, Revan, and Malik. So
mine is much smaller than that. I've got the Young Bucks 2-pack, the Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Snips from the Clone Wars set. I think it's an SSGS 5 Vegeta, I think. And Gohan one, I can't remember which Gohan it is. There's so many Gohans.
Is that the Vegeta with the lightning bolts around him?
I think he's got the lightning bolts. No, I have over 9,000 Vegeta.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's Super Saiyan 5, but yeah.
And I think it's an SSGS 5 Goku.
There is no yeah, 4. You mean
I thought it was 5. Yeah, I mean it could be. I don't
black hair?
know. No blue hair.
Oh, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Okay,
Maybe it's just SSGS Goku then. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
it's Goku with the blue hair. I could be wrong. I'll check tomorrow. It's out in the living room.
DMT says, "Feel better soon, brother." Almost my
I've still
favorite.
got a couple others. I've got the Sam with Baby Pop. And
Who?
Sam. Yeah, it's Sam with Baby. I don't know why.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the car one. Yeah. And
sorry, I forgot.
yeah, and a Doctor Who Davros.
I don't know if I can move it to where you guys would see it, but over there on that shelf there, you have on the top is the baby Yoda.
His name is Grogu.
Grogu, the child on that package. And then I'll just go over the shelf. Behind that is the Star Wars video board game we used to play at my place up at Uptown.
Jesus.
The Old Republic Special Edition, Kylo Ren lightsaber, the Luke Skywalker Kieran looking Funko Pop, the Smallville sets, the Empire Strikes Back piece of the film reel, the Darth Malagus statue, the Smallville season 11 comic, the Making of the Mandalorian, and then the other Funko Pop right there is Darth Vader in his little I don't know what you'd call meditation chamber with his mask off.
Is it the back to chamber?
No, it is not the back to chamber.
I thought the pop was the back to chamber.
And then underneath that, I have my Festivus cups, the Seinfeld cups. So.
I got it when you said Festivus. I mean, I hope our audience got it as well.
Sorry, go ahead. What's the rest of yours?
No, I finished it. It was those last ones. Troy, do we think any movies will cross the $1 billion mark this year? So as in what's left of 2021? No. I don't think there's enough theaters open by the end of 2021 for anything to get $1 billion.
DMT brought up Dino Thunder. I remember when I discovered Dino Thunder. It wasn't while it was live, obviously, but I was stunned. I was like, "Oh my god, Tommy's back! Like that's fucking awesome! I got to watch this whole season." And I did. But I don't know, the really corny graphics they use for the Megazords and that.
That was Professor Tommy.
It really took me out of it.
Yeah, I didn't really watch much after that. After the last series I watched religiously was probably Galaxies.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been the last series I watched like that too, up until Dino Thunder. The only reason I got into Dino Thunder was for Tommy.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of it after you told me Tommy was back as a regular. I watched a few and I was like, this is not what I wanted. And then stopped. I mean, I'll watch like the reunion specials when they do like the big giant crossover ones. Like what was it? The Red Ranger one, and
you won't give a full season of Tommy a chance. Wow.
I just didn't enjoy it. Like if I couldn't enjoy it after a few, then I wasn't going to enjoy it after all.
Yeah. I just feel like I need to know what happens with those characters and the things they go through. And again, I haven't watched. That was the last season that I did watch, but it was cool to see him back. Again, I don't know why they went to the CG graphics for Megazords. It looks horrendous. Alex says he has a Venomized Thanos statue.
Nice. I liked the Venomized run when they were doing it.
Troy, we did our favorite Bret Hart matches earlier.
I think we agreed 13 and 10.
Yep. And just so we're clear, against Owen at 10.
Oh, man. You're right. We should specify that. The 9 match was much better with Yoko.
I was like, did we actually specify?
I think we did.
What? Oh, what? They just said, what? Brett versus Yoko? What?
If I was going to pick a Brett Yoko match, it'd be 9.
I love both of his matches with Davey Boy. I thought they were.
Well, I mean, I'd say they had a lot more than 2, but I guess there was only 2 pay-per-view matches.
Yeah. Yeah, the SummerSlam and then the In Your House.
Yeah,
they're both great. Similar endings. One won one, and one won the other.
I mean, it made sense that way. Like the first one made perfect sense. The second one also made perfect sense.
Well, everybody.
Oh, DMT.
He
was a rated R Power Rangers in the style of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie with Ivan Uzi.
That's the show, everybody. That's going to do it. As Johnny and I jam out to the outro theme, follow us on our socials. I'm not going to go over them all right now. Johnny can post his Twitch link again if he wants. And we're just going to sort of jam off as we go off air here. Have a great fucking weekend. Johnny, last words?
It's been amazing. It's been fun. These are going to be a fun little thing for us to do to pass the time when we decide to do them.
Indeed. I had to restart that because we were going to miss our part. We can't miss our part. SummerSlam 92 has to be mentioned with Bret Hart. Yeah, no, it's incredible. Wait.
That was Davey Boy.
Yeah, okay. And Perfect was the year before, right?
Yeah, that was 91 in New York.
Yeah, that's 2 absolutely stellar SummerSlams in a row for Bret. That's amazing.
And then the next year, he was with Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, well, can't always be amazing.
And
Anyways, everybody.
That should make you excited.
We're going to miss our part again. You made me restart again. Doink. Ugh. Doink versus Repo Man, people. Johnny?
I mean, they were in a match together. They were both in the Gimmick Battle Royal.
Thanks for doing this, dude.
It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I never got around to playing Maneater tonight, though. Next time.
Next time for sure. Good night, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you Tuesday. Why do you keep making that face?
I'm playing baseball. Bad hits, bro.
I'm sitting here waiting for you to do the head bobbing with me on the way out, and all I see is
I'm head bobbing, just not as hard because Vladdy.
Now we got to restart again. Plus, DMT reminded me I didn't take one more hit, so one for the road. So hopefully this doesn't go as bad as it did last time.
I mean, I know he's not watching now, but if it makes Matt feel any better, I'm now laying a stomping on the Blue Jays. The hell is this with that ugly ass fucking wind up? Ugh, Trent Thornton has a fucked up motion.
He does. Anyways, everybody, this time we're really out.
For realsies.
Night, y'all. Have a great weekend. One more time. Bonus question for whoever wants to put one in.
Fallout.
Fallout?
Fallout.
Fallout. Neither. Dragon Age. I'm torn between stopping and one more time. Fallout New Vegas. I never got to play it. That's why I said neither.
Awesome game.
Played some. I've played no Fallouts, and what I played of Skyrim I didn't like. So Johnny, final question, and I'm taking it.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to see what DMT said here. Then by those rules, no Silent Hill 1 to 3 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Huh?
He's saying that since you said Dragon Age, he gets to add options.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Silent Hill. Oh, that first Silent Hill game. One moment. Hello.
You can't use that poster to fan yourself.
I just did.
That is a significant piece of Hollywood memorabilia.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that you drawing a poster would be the most over thing you've done?
Terry says it'd be cool if the lights blinked with the music. Well, I think we can make that happen, Terry. Because that's it, everybody. For good this time. Johnny, we'll see you Tuesday, man, unless something insane happens over the weekend. It would have to be to get me to do something on one of those nights.
Why you gotta put that out there in the universe? Now the universe is gonna do something huge.
Well, it might. We'll see.
Then I'll just say you thought it into existence. You're on your own.
Good night, everybody, from Ireland and Japan. I was getting too dizzy. Comes Johnny Solo. I think we'll let this soundbite answer that final question.